Hi, greetings, Tim.
Good morning, Senator. Thanks for giving us a few minutes of your time again today.
Oh, you bet.
Let's talk about coronavirus. Everybody else is talking about it, and I know that last week you helped push through the $8.3 billion emergency funds for COVID-19, and now I understand you're talking about helping stop a spread through prison populations. So tell us a little bit about what's going on with your activities and coronavirus in the Senate.
Absolutely. Well, it was very important that we passed that bill last week to get resources out to the country. It tries to take on what is now being termed a pandemic by WHO. They just announced, World Health Organization today just announced that. We need to tackle it in every possible way. That means the supply of drugs, the supply of protective equipment, reducing the community spread through urging and practicing good operations in terms of the contact that we have with others, and certainly a lot of investment in developing vaccines.
So the prison population thing, how does that work? I know you're working with the Bureau of Prisons. What's going on there?
Well, we're very concerned about places like prisons and old folks' homes where there's a lot of people in close proximity to each other, and it can spread very fast. We want to make sure that test kits are available everywhere, that when people start to have the symptoms of a cold, they're immediately tested, that contact is reduced, that good hand washing practices, hand sanitation fluids are available, and just, in other words, be really alert to the high danger and put best practices into our prisons.
I know that your Oregon Senator cohort, Senator Wyden, this morning he said he wants to quickly expand a vote by mail thing through if 25% of states in the U.S. declare a state of emergency related to COVID-19, states could then offer an option for voters to vote by mail or drop in a ballot. Do you know much about this bill? And if so, do you think it might actually go somewhere?
Well, Senator Wyden has been just terrific in advocating for vote by mail. What we do in Oregon is tremendous defense against manipulating polling day access and ensuring that everybody can exercise that constitutional right to weigh in on who our leaders are. In this case, it's another version of that notes that when there is an emergency, people jamming together on voting day can be a significant challenge, and we don't want people staying away because they're afraid of getting sick or afraid of making others sick. So I think his idea is excellent, and I hope it's the sort of thing we could get unanimous consent for. It wouldn't require states to do this, but would give them full authority to do it.
Now, a lot of people are worried about students and schools and stuff like that, and there's a concern if the schools close that kids wouldn't get food. And I know that you've already looked forward to kids being able to get meals in the summer. You've helped get this covered in Oregon. Can you explain a little bit about what's going on there?
Yes. So, the federal government decided to cut the summer food program for children, and I thought that was just outrageous. Oregon is one of the hungriest states in the country. And so I was able to get a provision in that guarantees for the next 3 summers we will have those breakfast and lunch meals available through Oregon schools. If we come to a point in this crisis with coronavirus that schools are shutting down, then we also need to continue to make food available through the breakfast and lunch program at the school sites and other sites in the community.
And finally, because I know you've got many things to take care of today, any thoughts on yesterday's primaries?
Well, yesterday's primaries really started to sort out the race. It was a very good night for Joe Biden.
Well, thank you very much, Senator. I appreciate you giving us a few minutes of your time. I know you have a busy schedule, but we appreciate it every week.
You're welcome, Tim. Take care now.